Hello, this is the trade site Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, the 10th of April 2016 and ending Friday the 15th, tax day here in the U.S. Here's a look at the U.S. dollar index hanging near the lows of the last 8 months on an inverted cup formation. Pretty negative, really, overall. Got 9 bars down if I go to projection mode, right there, as of Friday. So we are, potential for a little bounce there. We have bounced off of most of the 9-bar moves in the last 8 months. But at the same time, we cracked these lows. This is not a pretty chart at all for the dollar index. Here's a look at the euro, which will be the reverse of that for the most part. Working on, this will be the 9th bar towards the actual seeker sell signal, towards the 13. Potentially the last time we got one in February was the top, and we sold off from there. Here's a look at the pound dollar. Again, it's fine. Not much here near the lows. It's obviously weaker than the euro. Aussie dollar hanging near the highs. Pulled back a bit this week. Pound yen, new lows for the week. Does have a 13 seeker buy signal over the last few days. We'll see if that holds it up. Euro yen just got a 13 buy signal right here on Thursday or Friday. So we'll see if that gets a bounce. Euro's been stronger, so probably will. Pound Swiss, new lows. New Zealand dollar. Not much going on here. All right, let's look at the intraday action. This is 30-minute candles for the week. Euro dollar high to low. This is really, I point out how bad this was. Literally 130 pips for the week. It's usually average daily range. The whole week traded 130 pips of range. And we basically closed right where we opened. Right? This was not a good week for the euro in terms of trading. Pound a little bit better. High to low of the week is about 300, call it 300 pips. The big moves were Tuesday, Wednesday. We had some winners there, but overall it was a slower week than we typically like to see. All right, so what's coming out this week? What do we have to do? What do we have to look forward to? It's options expiration, but it's a single expiration on Friday, so that's not going to have a lot of impact on Forex. So here we go. Sunday, core machinery orders out of Japan. Home loans out of Australia. CPI and PPI out of China. Monday, Italian industrial production. You got the Fed member speaking. You got a Fed announcement. I'm not sure what that is, actually. That's weird because that's not a, it's not like a rate announcement. Actually, I'm not even sure what that is. We've got BRC retail sales out of the UK, bank lending out of Japan, business confidence out of Australia. Going into Tuesday, final CPI and WPI out of Germany, preliminary machine tool orders out of Japan, M2 money supply, new loans. UK's got CPI, PPI, RPI, and the housing price index, so all the inflationary stuff at 4:30 a.m. Tuesday morning, New York time, out of the UK. Import prices, federal budget in the afternoon here out of the U.S., not a big deal. FPI out of New Zealand, money stock out of Japan, PPI out of Japan, trade balance out of China, foreign direct investment out of China, trade balance out of China. French final CPI here in Europe, or out of Europe. The Bank of England credit conditions survey, this is Wednesday at 4:30 a.m. Eastern time. Industrial production out of Europe. 30-year bond auction out of the UK. Then here in the US, we've got retail sales, PPI. UK's got their CB leading index. Canada's got their rate announcement at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. Business inventories out of the US, crude oil inventories, that's a weekly number. Bank of Canada's got their press conference. 10-year bond auction here in the US, beige book at 2 p.m. Eastern time. New Zealand's got their business NZ manufacturing index. Rick's house price balance out of the UK. MI inflation expectations out of Australia, along with their unemployment rate and employment change data. You have 30-year bonds out of Japan auction at 10:45 p.m. Eastern time Wednesday night. PPI out of Switzerland, CPI out of Europe, rate announcement out of the Bank of England, NHPI from Canada, CPI out of the U.S. That's one of our big three, so we'll be half size ahead of that, along with the weekly unemployment claims number. You got a Fed member speaking. You got natty gas here in the U.S., 30-year bond auction. We've got GDP and industrial production, fixed asset investment, and retail sales out of China at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday going into Friday. Revised industrial production out of Japan, trade balance out of Italy, construction output out of the UK, trade balance out of Europe, manufacturing sales out of Canada. And then the U.S., we've got the Empire State Manufacturing Index, capacity utilization, industrial production, University of Michigan sentiment. And that is that. So overall, a lot of data. Got a rate announcement from Canada and one from England. We've got the CPI of the U.S. That's a big three number, so we'll be half size ahead of that. The rest of the week will be full size. That's it. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal 12. We'll be helping you out making some money. If you've not yet taken the trial of our services, feel free to do so. Have a great trading week.